This
And
conference will now be recorded.
Okay.
later I worked with the civil company, but you know, right, how the civil job gonna be in India.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So that's the thing. I have I have planned to change my background to the
Okay.
MIS and go to the software industry.
Okay. So when you entered to USA, I mean,
I have came to USA last August for last fall.
okay, you joined on a master's course in fall 2021, right?
Yeah,
Okay. So, so in a master's, which stream you considered it? You know, master's on data science or else master's in computer science or
masters in information systems.
okay, master's in information system. That's a great thing. Now you just need to get some information, and with that you would like to know. So, so you would like to know. So, do some kind of trials on a job from your
Yeah,
consultant, right?
yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, so that's great, Sai Revant. Okay, and so comes to the money. Hi, money.
Yeah, hi.
Tell me, money, your background. So just I forgot about what you said enough last time. Yeah.
Yeah, basically, I'm from, I did my bachelor's in stream of mechanical engineering,
Okay.
and I completed my bachelor's in 2018 actually. Now I came to US for doing master's in information systems.
Okay. So in you also came to USA now 2021 or else before that?
2020, not 2021, same fall.
Okay, same fall. And so are you from India or else somewhere else?
I'm from India, Vijayawada.
Oh, you are also from India. Okay. So what about Revant? Revant, you're from Hyderabad, right?
I'm from Khammam.
Oh, Sai Revant, you're from Khammam.
Yeah, what about you say? Are you
Uh,
from?
I'm also Khammam district, based on Khammam district only. Okay.
Oh, mhm. Good.
Uh,
Sounds
uh,
good.
yeah, yeah. I think Vijayawada it's a very near to Khammam. Okay. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's great thing. Okay. So I met guys, so yeah. Thing is that you are looking for somewhat just we need to give some basic stuff so that it will help you to when you join the company, right? That's kind of
Mhm.
information you want, right? Okay, good enough. So you don't have any kind of computer science background before coming to this session.
No,
And even
Nothing.
I think so, even your joint information technology or information systems in a computer science background only, but in a master's. But I think so. So you won't get much knowledge from the university. Is it right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it's right.
Okay. So no worry, no worry. I'm here to help you. Okay. So some share my opinions and to share my experience. Okay. So it will help you while you're doing some job. Okay.
Mhm.
So I would like to say my name is Anjan Kumar. Okay, so I do have almost 8 years of experience in a data science stream and data analytics and business intelligence and business analytics. Okay, and there I have to use a lot of tools or a lot of technologies like Python or SPSS SAS and big data, Hadoop, AWS, and so machine learning, deep learning, and NLP and SQL. Okay, Power BI. So this is my this is my skill set actually. Okay, I mean that's
Mhm.
my strength of okay, so to survey as a data scientist. Okay.
Mhm.
When I spoke with the money, you guys are joined one consult, and I know that how the process will be going on in USA. Okay, so usually they will be considered your time. Okay, so with 25 to 30 days of time. Okay, by this particular 20 to 35 days of time, you would like to get some basic knowledge. Okay, and then after they will do they started this 30 days what they will do exactly they started preparing of your resume and doing some kind of marketing. Okay, so maybe within 30 days your profile will be going into the market. Okay, so maybe your interviews will be start in the after 30 days actually. Okay, I think you know what will be happening in interviews and everything. I think so that will be taken by your consultant. Okay, so this 30 days you guys are engaging with me so to get some information, and okay, I hope you can utilize this time. Okay, so I would like to my plan within 25 days, what I would like to share with you. So I would like to take that Python everywhere. If you go as a data engineer or data scientist or data analytics, Python is mandatory for everyone. Okay, so at least some 10 to 12 days, half of the day, I would like to go with Python only. The reason is that when you join the company, you should have at least some basic knowledge of the coding. Okay, if you don't have a coding knowledge, it will be very tough to handle the handle the projects in our company. Okay, so half of the time we'll spend for the Python, then we'll go with SQL. Okay, so because of without a database knowledge also, again it will be tough for you. The reason is that as a data engineer you should work with the data. Okay, and so sometimes you have to work with different cloud, I mean you should work with different other technologies, and it might be, you know, AWS, sorry, big data. Okay, so let's talk about the big data Hadoop platform. Okay, and so AWS also will work for it. So I just show you what things will be there in the company. Okay, for example, if you join the company as a experienced guy, so you have to work with the Jira tools. Okay, and the Git tools. So this is the things you might be hard when you join the company. Is it clear my point?
Yes, sir.
Irrespective of the job, okay, you will get these names: Jira, Git, Conflex, and SQL, I mean database, and cloud, AWS, which cloud you use, that kind of basic stuff. It will help you to survey in the survival in the company. Okay,
Mhm.
okay, so pretty much cool. I want to know your timings. What are the timings is possible for you to attending the sessions other than these timings? The reason is that within the session you both only there. I think none of the people will be there actually. Okay, so I would
Mhm.
like to take the separate session for you both guys. Okay,
Mhm.
so what could be your flexible timings? Anytime is fine for you.
This time, like 8:30 to 9:30 is a perfect time. That's the thing.
Okay,
We have to go to school. We have some work in the school to do.
okay, fine, no problem, we'll start. Okay, so
Mhm.
Mani and Revant, I already
Mhm.
started the recording, and you will get the recordings in a daily way. Okay, no worry.
Mhm. Mhm.
And so this particular situation, this particular day, I would like to start with the Python programming language. Okay,
Mhm.
so Python programming language, which are pretty much important when you want to start as a software engineer. Okay, so the
Mhm.
stream, it can be anything actually. So why the Python is so important at this moment? I just want to tell you one thing. The Python is a programming language we can use in everywhere. So we can use in artificial intelligence, we can use in deep learning, we can use in machine learning, we can use in data science, and you can use in data analytics, we can use in data mining, we can use in feature engineering. Okay, we can use in big data, and we can use in data I mean so ETL, whatever it is. Okay, and we can build different kind of gaming applications, we can build web applications, we can build mobile applications. Okay, so this is the way. If you go and work with any kind of area, so make sure that so the guys should know about a programming language which is Python. Okay, Python is a pretty important for everyone. Even it is, if you want to do as a testing engineer, okay, Python is important for us. So because of that one, Python is needed for you as well. So here that's okay, but why why Python is so popular, why Python is using this many technologies? The only
Mhm.
one reason, the Python is the dynamic programming language. What it is?
Dynamic programming language.
Dynamic programming language. So what is mean that dynamic programming language? Dynamic programming language means we can build a project, we can build a software, or we can build a program without any conversion. We can directly run it. We will get the output actually. Okay. And moreover, which is supporting by the time of running, we can add some features as well. Okay. And automatically it will happening to the Python only. And because of that one, Python is a dynamic programming language. And one more thing, the Python programming language, which is not for dynamic programming language, which is a general purpose programming language. So that was the reason the Python is using this many technologies. And one more thing is Python is, it's a scalable. What does mean that? Scalable. What does mean that scalable? For example, we have some features are there. We have some features are there. For example, 10 features are there for my older version. Okay, this is my older version. There are 10 features are there. And Money is an intelligent guy, and he started working with the Python programming language from the 5 to 6 years onwards. And he was facing some issues in their workspace. And he thought like, I want to add some new feature, which is not there in Python. I would like to add the 10 features again or 50 features again. By the time the money will comes to the money will take care about this particular Python software code, and he can modify and we can add some feature to the particular version, and he can update it as the second version actually. So this is the way everyone can able to manipulate, or everyone can able to add some features. What are the things, what are the problems, what are the issues they're facing in their workspace? Because of that one, the Python is so popular every time. Okay, and moreover, which was increasing, the usage was increasing day to day. Clear? So scalable and general purpose programming language, dynamic programming language, which is following the C programming language features, which is following the C++ programming language features, which is followed the Java programming language features, which is followed the Perl programming language features. This is the way how many programming languages we have it, that all programming language features are included in Python programming language. Okay. So because of that one, the Python is very popular. I think so you clear my point.
Yeah.
So that's a one thing I just want to tell you about the importance of the Python. And this is the questions never ask anyone actually. But if you're the fresher level of interviews, if you're attending, they might be asking, do you have any kind of Python knowledge? Yes, you have a Python knowledge. What is the importance of the Python? Then the time you have to share about this particular question. Okay. Clear?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. Now, so without wasting of much time to giving the basic stuff of the Python, let's deeping into the Python programming language. Okay. So if you started working with Python programming language, this is the programming language. So what is the use of the programming language, right? We can build some kind of softwares, or we can build some kind of projects. Yes or no? So with
Yes,
help
sir.
of this particular programming language, we can build some kind of softwares and projects. So when you want to build some kind of softwares and projects, so in a company, there is a three environments will be there. If you are entering into the software industry, so the people they will call like environments, that we can call the workspace. The environments are the development environment, dev environment. Okay. And second one is the test environment, UAT. Okay. Test environment. This is development environment, test environment, and the production environment. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So test environments, if you go and work with any one of the project in a company, there is a three environments are there. One is the development environment, test environment, and production environment. Develop environment, what they will do, they will build the softwares. Okay, environments means what? It's just a computer, guys. Okay, so you are the developer, and they will give you some okay, so server for working with the development of that particular software, that we are calling it a development environment. Okay, whatever the software you build it, that particular software, it will be go for test on test environment. Okay, so it will be go for testing on the test environment. That means environment means it's a computers or a servers actually. Okay, so when you are the particular software, when you're testing on the UAT team or UAT or test environment, then if everything is fine, they will go for the production. Okay, or else if any issues they are facing in a test environment, then it will be go for rebuild that particular software actually. Okay, so before moving into the production, there is a pre-production will be there. Okay, so this will be go for working on the pre-production environment. If everything is fine, even test environment is done, there is no errors are there, but before moving into the production, so production means something which can be in a real time, that something we can able to view, something we can able to access by the human being, that we are calling it's a production actually. Okay, production, so they will able to access live. Okay, live they will able to access it, that we are calling it's a production actually. Okay, so before moving into the production, there is a pre-production will be there. In the pre-production, what they will do, whatever the test whatever the software you testing on the UAT team, that they will be moving into the pre-production environment. So if everything is fine, here also there is no issues in the pre-production, then it is moving into the production, so that everyone can able to access that particular application actually. This is happening in a everywhere, any company, this is the process only they will be follow. Okay, is it clear? Are you clear my point?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you started working with one particular project, there is some kind of environments are there. Don't think, if you, I think so you are going to as an experienced guy, I think you have a freshers, you don't have much knowledge in a software industry, right? But thing is that I
Yes, sir.
just want to tell you, so if you join any one of the company with some experience, so there might be getting this kind of one, this might be, you might be getting this kind of words only. Okay, so dev environment, just go on check in a dev environment. You might be thinking, what is dev environment? Don't think much about it. It's just a computer, your workspace, your computer. That's people they will call it. The people they will call you like dev environment. Okay, dev environment, test environment, pre-production, and production. So this is the entire process will be going on, right? This entire process maintaining by the project managers. Every company which they have some kind of project manager, right? Every project having the project manager. The project manager, what he will do, he will managing the dev environment people, resources means employees. Okay, dev environment employees and test environment team, pre-production team and production team and maintenance team as well. So this is the project manager, he have the entire information, entire knowledge of that particular project, and how many people they are working on it, and the work schedule will be done by the project manager only. Okay, how the single guy is maintaining that everything, so that kind of thing we are calling it say SDLC. What it is? SDLC.
SDLC.
What is, yes, what is SDLC? What is SDLC? Software development life cycle. Okay, what it is? Software development life cycle. This is the project manager, he, the single guy, he would like to go for managing the entire project. Even there are multiple teams and multiple members are there, how the one single guy can able to work with that many people, how that one guy is able to manage that entire team, entire project, with help of the SDLC concept. SDLC is a software development life cycle. Okay, see, yes, software development life cycle. Okay, see, when software development life cycle means, see, the day the project started and the day project ends, even it is under maintenance, that entire process we are calling it say software development life cycle. Okay, there is some methodologies they're following actually. Okay, for software development life cycle, there are some methodologies are there. The first methodology is it's a waterfall methodology. Okay, the second methodology is it's agile methodology. Okay, and the third one is it's a DevOps methodology. Okay, I think this is outdated, no one are using. At initial days, it's a waterfall methodology only. Waterfall methodology means, for example, you want to build one particular software. Okay, see, the first thing is that they will develop. Okay, so once development is completed, for example, it was taking 40 days. Okay, once development is done, then they will go for the testing. Okay, for example, testing, it was taking the, for example, 15 days. Once the testing is done, then it will be go for the production. For example, it's a 1 day. Okay, so here how many days it was taking to finish this particular project? 55 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in the production, you got one issue. Okay, again, if you want to rebuild, if you want to remodify that particular project, it was taking longer and longer. That means there is some period will be there. Once we develop the project, once we project is done, and you moving into the environment, live environment, and so for example 20 days or 30 days are done. Okay, that means there is some time period will be there. So with actually the project, again they will be rebuild it after 300. For example, they initial talks only they will communicate with the company. Okay, I mean client. So once if I build one particular project, if I want to be remodify that particular project, I can take that 300 days. Okay, so for example, within 300 days there is some issue will be happening in a 100th day. Okay, so by the time the client was need to wait to 200 days extra. Okay, and again development, after that one testing, after that one production. So it's a step 1, step 2 and step 3. So until unless step 1 is completed, step 2 won't do any kind of task actually. That means here the resources could be waste of their time or not, they're wasting their time or not,
Yeah.
they're
Yes,
not
sir.
doing anything. So this kind of problem, in the waterfall methodology the people are facing. Okay, to overcome that one, agile methodology will comes to the place. So in agile methodology, what it will do? Yeah, in agile methodology, what they will do? So same thing. Let's what happened here in agile methodology. For example, you got one particular software. Okay, so the client got the company got the software from the client. Can you hello?
Yes, sir.
I am getting some disturbance.
No, sir.
Someone is talking.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, for example, there could be a software, right? And they started development. For example, the project manager, what they will do, if you want to finish this particular project, it requires the 50 employees. Let me consider this is the resource management. This resources will be managing by the project manager only. Okay, this 50 resources, what they will do, 20 people they're assigning to the development, and 20 people they are assigning to the testing. Okay, for example 10 people they're assigning for the production management. Okay, so he was segregating the 50 resources into 3 groups. And now here how what will be happening, so this project will be dividing into some chunks. Okay, chunks in the sense modules. So the entire project which is dividing into different models, module 1, module 2, module 3 and module 4. Like this there are some modules are there. See, in a development development team, developer team, what they will do, they started building of M1. Okay, by the time these two guys are need to be wait for some time. Okay, and once this is the module 1 is done, okay, for they will be give some time actually within 2 weeks only you have to finish this particular module 1. So this is a module 1, they will give to the in the third week. In the third week what they will do, they will give to the testing this module 1, moving into the software will be the same, but the software which was dividing into different modules or chunks. Okay, so once the module 1 is done within the 2 weeks, the same module will be go for testing in the third week. And third week this development team, what they will do, they will be working with the module 2 actually. Okay, in a testing environment in the third week they got some issue. Okay, by the time what they will do, the same thing will be reassigning to the reassigning to the testing environment, development environment. In the fifth week, they have to work with the module 3 as well as whatever the issues we are getting from the module 1, they have to work on these two things actually. Okay, and for example, these two things they are giving to the, by the time of third week they are working with the module 2 testing. Okay, see, and once everything is fine, it will be go for the production actually. Of production will be wait for some time or some situation they have to wait until unless the entire project need done. Okay, so this is the way the entire project they would like to go for dividing into different chunks, and they are continuously development and continuously, I mean, once development is done, then will be go for the production. When the production is done, okay, and development is done, then go for testing. In testing, no more errors are there and they are not facing any issue, then it will be go for the production actually. This is usually happening in Agile process. And one more thing, once the project was delivered to the client and they are facing any issues, the Agile team, the Agile methodology will solving that the span of time only, within 1 or 2 days only. That kind of servers issues or whatever the issues they are facing, they will try to be rectified. Okay, in waterfall methodology that kind of issue is not there. Okay, so until unless the particular time period is done, they should be wait for it. Okay, is it clear? I hope you
Yes, sir.
got the difference between the agile methodology and waterfall methodology. Now
Yes.
DevOps will comes to the place in the last decade, I mean, 5 to 6 years back onwards. Okay, so here it's a continuous integration, continuous CI/CD, continuous integration, continuous development, CI/CD pipeline actually. Okay, what it is here, development, okay, and testing and production, both are going parallelly, continuously. Okay, if you face any kind of issue in the production, within a span of time, the developer team will comes to the place and they will able to solve it. So this is the operation, this is exactly the methodology of the DevOps. Okay, so there could be some problems in waterfall, so they are overcome with Agile methodology, and there is some problems in Agile methodology, so that they are overcoming with the DevOps actually. So now most of the people, they are habituated for the DevOps, and even small companies also, they are working with the DevOps operations only. When you're working with the DevOps operations, when you're working with the DevOps methodology, okay, the cost of that particular project can be reduced, because of instead of completing the 50 to 60 days or 100 days, they are able to finish the project within a 30 days actually. So well, let me consider. Okay, so you are rectifying the 30% of the time. So when the time is reduced, that means cost also reduced, right? Because of everywhere in USA or India, everywhere, the salary will be depending on the number of hours you spend for that particular company, right? That particular project,
Mhm.
right? So you're finishing that particular project with a span of time, so that you're saving a lot of money to the company. Okay, so the company will be growing a little faster when you're working with the DevOps methodology. When you're working with Agile methodology, it's okay, it's a best one when you compare to the waterfall. But if you are using the waterfall, maybe your company will be, shut down in a few months only, because of client never satisfied your work. Okay,
Mhm.
I hope you clear my point, what I was trying to
Yes,
explain
sir.
it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I think so, by the time you're working with Agile methodology, what they will use some tools, Jira tool. Okay, Jira tool, what it is the use actually, this is just a website. Okay, just it's a website. So every company, they will purchase their own okay account. Okay, that particular account will be shared to the particular employees. Okay, so if you have the Jira account, so particular for example, project manager, what he will do, he can assign some task actually, that will be now showing in a do space. Okay,
Mhm.
so for example, the task description, and when he wanted that kind of information, he can mention in the do space. Okay, so when you are working with this one, it comes to the doing, this you have to, this is nothing but ticket rising. Okay, so they will raise the ticket, you have to do this particular task actually. So when you are see this particular task, So you started working on it, right? So then you have to update this particular task. I'm doing this particular task actually. Okay. For example, if you've done the 50%, you are every day you're updating that particular task actually. Okay. So you done the 50%. Okay. So for example, 80%, for example, 100%. When you've done this one, okay, you are updating as the done. When you've done this particular task within 2 days, that means the project manager has never asked you personally, they never call you actually. So they will just looking into your task, what is the percentage, and is it done or not, if you're facing any one, and after you done what you are doing this one, I mean, if you have done this particular task, you're assigned to the money. So you, that kind of information also you mention it. Okay. So
Mhm.
if you're maintaining that kind of thing, so the who are working with a stock, I mean, Scrum means project manager, or else
Mhm.
he is maintaining entire project. That guy you're calling it's a Scrum or Scrum meeting. Every week, every 2 weeks, Scrum meeting will happening. Within the Scrum meeting, what are the tasks provided by the project manager or team lead? So they have to get entire information. So if you're facing any issue, so I'm facing this issue, and that kind of information I already updated here. And so if you need any kind of extra resources, and you can mention here, so that the people who are working with an elder, okay, I mean in a big position, they won't waste of time while talking to you. It won't be end your discussion. Just they will look that one, and they will understood what exactly you are doing. Okay. To maintaining that one, people they are using the Jira account, but different company they will use some other company, some other websites or some other platforms actually. Okay. Or maybe they are created their own environment instead of using the Jira environment. Okay. Clear, right? It's
Mhm.
just a platform, it is just a website, it's just a software. It will help you to maintain your work, not for doing your work, just to update your work status. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And so next one is Git. So Git, what it is actually, it's a repository you are maintaining. For example, if you're just try to understand Git. So Git means, okay, this is also website only. Okay. So every company, they have their own account. Okay. So here, for example, developer one, they build a project, a program. This program, which is moving into the Git site. Okay. So for example, developer two, he also built the project, and the same thing, he would like to upload into the Git. Okay. So from the Git, Jenkins will be there actually. So Jenkins team, what they will do, they will take the code from here, and they will do test, continuous integration, continuous. Here the continuously the guys are developing, and they're uploading into the, or deploying into the Git. And the Jenkins team, they will take this particular code, and they will test. And if everything is fine, then it is moving into the Jenkins production. Okay. So this will
Mhm.
be happening when you're working with the DevOps team, and you don't need to learn this all things actually. Okay. But if you know, Git these names, if you hear this particular names, then don't panic about it. It's a very simple things. Okay. When you are entering into the company as the experienced guy, and don't think too much about this particular names, Git Jenkins. This is very simple thing. Just it's already environments already created. Whatever the code you build it, just to deploy and just to test. For that one, they are using different tools, and within 1 day or within 2 days, you might be habituated that one. Okay. Don't think too much about this particular tools actually. Okay. I mean, oh, Jenkins, I couldn't see anywhere. So don't panic about this kind of things actually. So it's a very simple thing, and within 1 day only you can able to get it. And lot of information is there in the YouTubes as well. Okay. Because of every company, every person, they are know about this particular things actually. Okay. Clear, right? Don't panic about this particular names. I hope you clear my point. Is there any
Yes, sir.
question?
No, no.
No.
Yeah. So as of now, I was not moving into the Python programming language. I'm just sharing the information. If you're working as like an experience, I know You guys are going to work in the experience profile only. I know it. Okay, but thing is that don't worry about it. It's a very simple things. And so initial days you might be facing some issue, but don't keep don't drop your thoughts. Okay, so try to stick on the work. Okay, clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. In the meanwhile, in future days also I can help you. Okay, so be cool. And so yeah, hopefully we will have you got some information, I think so. If you joined as an experienced guy, what kind of problems you're facing and how the project will be doing, that kind of information you got at this day. Okay, so if you have a time, then what you will do, if you have a time, then what you will do, so try to understand what is Agile methodology. I'm giving a small task for you. Okay, and get
Yes.
some resources and go to YouTube or go to Google, and what is Agile. Okay, and what methodology they are following, what is Waterfall. Okay, and why it is outdated, and what is DevOps. Okay, so don't deeping into one, just 1 or 2 videos will be there for everyone. Okay, and so whatever information is shared with you, the same thing they are explaining, but it's a little lag. Okay, okay, so next one is try to understand Agile, Waterfall, DevOps, and that means SDLC. You just Google it, something like software development lifecycle. What are the methods they are following in the company present, something like this. You can Google it, you will get this particular information only, and recollect some more information what I explained for you. Okay, rather than that one. Okay, and this next one is and what is Git and how to use it. I can explain you, but try to go some more. Okay, if you are facing an issue, I will let you know. Okay, and Jenkins, just try to understand Jenkins, what is Jenkins and the stuff. Okay, so just do this particular things actually. Okay, is there any question?
No, sir.
So have you worked anywhere Linux operating systems?
No.
OS instead of the Windows? Did you know anything about Linux or environments that we are calling it softwares only?
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, no problem, I can explain in further classes. Okay, just get some information about Agile, Waterfall, DevOps, and Git and Jenkins. Okay, yep. So that's for today's task. Okay, and meanwhile whatever I explained for you, and so the same thing we can recollect some more information in some different other resources. Okay, yep.
Yes, sir.
Dear-
We're gonna.
yes, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, sir. Yeah, sir.
Catch
Where
up
are you from? Khammam, sir.
Okay, come on, it's a very small village, bro.
ఎక్కడన్నా మీది?
ఖమ్మం కల్లూరు.
కల్లూరా? మా తల్లాడే అన్న.
తల్లాడు ఎక్కడ?
తల్లాడులో నారాయణపురం అని.
నారాయణపురం ఇప్పుడు
లోపల గుడి ఉంటది, రాముడు వారి గుడి. ఊరు స్టార్టింగ్ లో ఉంటది.
తల్లాడు స్టార్టింగ్, వైరా నుండి వచ్చేటప్పుడు తల్లాడు స్టార్టింగ్.
అవునవును అన్న. అది లూర్దు మాత చర్చ్ ఉన్నది నారాయణపురం అన్నమాట. అది
ఇప్పుడు తల్లాడు తర్వాత ఓకే, ఇది రికార్డ్ అవుతా ఉంటుంది.